Hello guys, Mr. Scrutiny here with you. Today, we've got another sweet review video for you guys. Today, we're going to be looking at the Milwaukee Fastback Hawkbill folding knife. Yes, you heard it correctly. Milwaukee makes pocket knives. I was shocked too, but once we dig into this, you're going to really understand why. It's so cool. Well, let's dig right into this thing, guys. For starters, a few weeks ago, I was shopping in my local Acme store. It's a hardware store, if you didn't know that. And I was in the Milwaukee section. And you know, if you guys know anything about Milwaukee tools, and I'm sure you do, you know, they don't skip out on anything. They're not your run-the-mill tools. They are wicked, from their power drills to their saws to their vacuums. And if you don't have one of those vacuums, guys, tell you what, you're missing out because they are awesome. And I was shopping in the knife section, looking at all your disposable blades, utility knives, and they sell pocket knives, guys. You know, I didn't even know about the pocket knives. And if you did, throw it down in the comments. Let me know which ones you like, because I don't know if I was late to the game, but I didn't know about those until then. And I picked this one up a little bit ago, and it's the Milwaukee Fastback Hawkbill folding knife. And you'll know why they call it a Hawkbill in just a second. Well, and they got the Fastback, and so you just flick her open and check that thing out, guys. Curved blade on there, and they call it the Hawkbill because it's got the curvature of the blade, stainless steel blade, and they got the dull part up there so you can keep your finger on there. And whether if you're stripping cable or, you know, and I'm a pocket knife guru, guys. I like any type of style pocket knife, and I think this is pretty cool for just cutting things. I think you can put a lot of force in there, hold her down, cutting stuff. I think works great, and it's pretty awesome. And mind you, the Fastback, they do also make another one, and if you want to, let me know in the comments, and I'll do another review on that one too, because they actually have a pocket knife, guys, that it's also got the Fastback flip pocket knife. And it's similar to this one, guys, except you press that button, and it's got a spring, and instead of like I'm having to manually flick that thing open, but you can press that button and it's gonna flip that thing right out of there, kind of like an OTF, except not shoots out the top but out the side, guys. And it's a solid tool as well. But digging right back into this, guys, we've got about a 1.5 almost 2-inch blade on here, guys. I mean, with the curvature, and mind you, I totaled stainless steel and sharp, factory sharp right out of the box. And looking at this, it's just super ergonomic. And like, I don't know if you're into any of that type of thing for pocket knives, but I sure am. Like gripping this thing, it's got 2 nice finger grooves, and then also these back here, a little bit of grip back there, perforations on there. And tell you what, for my hands, I've got small hands, but gripping this thing, I tell you what, this is great. It's not going to slip out of your hand whether you are stripping cables, working on the job, or, you know, just an everyday carry knife. And I do carry this. I like to switch out my pocket knives, but this thing is great, guys. Tell you what. And it is pretty sweet. And looking at this, we got a pretty nice, folding that back in there. It's got a nice locking mechanism. So I'm pulling this out, and you guys seeing that? It's not coming out. They've got a locking mechanism in there that if you don't press this black button, little raised up there, this will not come out. So there's no like clip on here to help with the spring assist or anything. It's once you press that button, then you can either, you know, of course, manually open it. But how you've got this set up is, if you can see that there, the metal doesn't really sit on there. So you kind of have to, like, I don't know if it just because they call it the Fastback, but you do have to flip this thing out hard to get that locked in there underneath the metal, the blade under there, so it won't come out. Otherwise, it just doesn't sit in there very nicely. And I don't know if that's just a flaw or if that's something wrong with the knife, but I would assume that's just a safety feature, just because it is kind of like a utility knife as well, just not your run-the-mill pocket knife. So that's why I would probably guess that they've got it on there, because you have to have a little bit of force to push that metal blade, or the piece of metal there underneath the blade under there for you guys. And looking at this also, they do have pocket clips. I know some people don't really like pocket clips, and I'm a big fan of pocket clips, and I know some people don't like them because they get caught on stuff. And of course, you got like your buck knives and case knives. that don't have pocket clips and just sit right in your pocket. And I think those are pretty good too. But one thing I do like about this is that how I've got always mine, I like carrying it either in my left or right pocket, but I like this, so when I pull this knife out, then I'm already ready to go with the blade. Otherwise, what they have that's really cool about this is that they got a Phillips screwdriver or screw right in there. So if you want, you can pull this thing out and throw it right in there. And tell you what, guys, that's a game changer, because I really don't know too many brands of pocket knives, and for being in Milwaukee even, but brands of pocket knives, you can switch the pocket clip. And if you did know of any pocket knives that have that cool feature, also drop it down in the comments. I'll definitely check those out and definitely do a review on that or something. But, and you know, it's a pretty nice clip on there. Usually, some aren't that heavy duty, but for a Milwaukee, it's pretty solid on there, like wearing jeans or anything usually. And I like how they've got that raised spot on there in the plastic, help keep that situated in your pants as well. So I think that's pretty neat as well. Also, it's got a hole for your lanyard. I don't know if you guys are really into that thing, but if you want to carry it around your neck, or whether you got to put it on like a little tool ring, key ring or something, like if you don't have that on there, that would be pretty good. One also thing, keynote, that I think is really cool about this pocket knife is that it kind of reminds me of a karambit. And that's that style, and I can show you in a picture if you want as well, that's got the curvature blade, and usually the karambits kind of have a curved handle as well, and just kind of depends on the style of karambit, but it's got that cool blade on there. And I know some people wouldn't be really a fan of that, whether they like the Tonto style blade, or just the regular good old pocket knife blade. But for the Hawkbill, I think this is pretty slick. And also, it's just a really nice knife and all. You know what I would say, I have carried this a few times already, just as a EDC knife, everyday carry. Would I recommend it? You know, it's a solid knife, guys. Milwaukee didn't disappoint when I bought this thing. And also post a link for this down in the description too as well. And you know, you can pick these up for actually really reasonable too. Like even with the other fastback knives that they make, you can get one that's just like this. That's a utility knife, and I don't know if they have that same I think they have locking mechanism, guys, but I don't think they have the fastback where you press this and it springs right out. But we can definitely look into that. Also, if there's anything else, other cool products that you guys want me to review, or just sweet pocket knives, you know, just put something in the comments or send me a DM. Just let me know, and I'll certainly check it out. Or if you got something cool you want me to review, I can sure do that for you guys. But I think we're about getting to the end of this review. Just kind of a little dive into the Milwaukee Fastback Hawkbill pocket knife, guys. Well, thanks for watching. You know, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, drop a comment, guys. You know, yeah, if there's something cool you want me to review, I'll certainly check it out. And you know, have a good rest of your day. We shall see ya.